To continuously grow in e-commerce, you need to improve your conversion rate at each step of the conversion flow. Finding the right ideas of how to improve your conversion flow can always be tricky. The idea behind this is I will share all 6 ideas. The idea of this is not only just to share the changes, but to show how to think about the rationale behind them and also what to measure to make sure that you're in the right direction for improving your conversion flow. We're going to use a brand called Miss Jessie's in the hair care category. I'm going to present all 6 of the ideas up front and then explain the rationale of each one so that by the end of this video, you have an understanding of how to think about A/B tests, at least on the product display page, and also how to think about measurement of A/B tests and your conversion rate. So the 6 conversion optimizations we did with this particular product landing page were tightening up the navigation and notification bar, adding price anchoring around adding reviews close to the product name, price anchoring, adding reviews strategically close to the product name and price, using USPs, unique selling points, to drive home the benefits of the product, price anchoring that helps us cross-sell, how to use dynamic changes that you may also like to dynamic bundles, and then also pointing out the subscriptions value and the USPs. We then adjusted how the subscription option is actually presented to the customer to make it more enticing. So let's go through each one of these one by one. So the first thing we did was tighten up the navigation bar and notification bar. We basically reduced it by 20%. This just gives us some room to basically move more things above the fold. So we're targeting mainly first-time customers. The idea behind all of this is to build trust as quickly as possible. So we want to make sure we have as much information above the fold as possible. So just having that little bit more space goes a long way. We added some color to the card just to highlight that, hey, this is an option, might work for you, just to highlight your cart is empty at this time. Next, we added USBs directly in the image above the fold. This information was buried deep in the description. But again, this is information that users need to know and understand to actually drive that decision for them. The idea here is you want to present as much useful information as quickly as possible in a clear hierarchy that so that every customer knows this is what I'm looking at. Is this product right for me or is it not right for me? And then we move on to the reviews. So in the reviews, we did a couple of things. Number one, we added some color to the stars in the reviews instead of just plain black stars. And then we also anchored it between the name of the product and the price point. This does 2 things, right? As reviews do build trust in the customer's mind, and therefore there's a great opportunity to anchor both the product and the price point at the same time. Now, another really good A/B test you could do here is actually just take a look at using something like Trustpilot badges here or Google review badges. That's also a really good option right there. It shows that the company has transparency and actually can deliver the product. The next part that we could take a look at is the price anchoring. So you'll notice what we did here, we did 2 specific things. We said save 20% with a purchase of conditional bundle. So we've offered them an option to save, basically upgrade, right? That upside. And we told them the route of getting that upgrade, that upside. It's pretty straightforward. Next item that you want to take a look at is we added how many people added to cart in the last 24 hours. You can make this combination any which way you want to do. It could be add to cart for the last 7 days, checkouts for the last month, however you want to do it, that's okay. But the idea here is, again, just to show that other people are buying this product or they're interested in this product, and that builds trust. So if you take a look at this whole product name, reviews, price, and bandwagon section as a whole, there's a lot of anchoring of this product for this price. That's what we're kind of going for. And we started doing that on the sell side. So if you take a look at this whole section, which is above the whole, we anchored the product and the price pretty early on and hinted at the benefits of the product. So when the customer scrolls down a little bit more, they see 3 more benefits, but this time as icons. And the reason why we're using icons at this stage is mobile friendly. Right? There's a lot of visual appeal if you have the right icon. It also helps differentiation and brand identity, especially if you have custom icons. I'm a big fan of using custom icons to drive home the key points for each of your products. Now, as the customers scroll down further, what we also did was we compressed the description so that it's not taking up multiple lines. It's just showing 2 lines and then a read more. And the idea behind this is when somebody's interested and they want to know more, they'll just read more. But if you take a look at the information we gave them beforehand, we told them deep cleanse it, removes buildup, non-sticky. So we've given them quite a lot of information in the USP section. And then we've given them why the product is different. But if they still want to find out more information, it's right there, description page, in the description section. And they can just simply click read more. Right after that, this is where we removed the you may also like section and we added the dynamic bundles. So the dynamic bundles are related to the current product. And the way we did it is we added 3 bundles. One bundle is 2 of the same shampoo for a reduced price, and then 3 of the same product for a further reduced price. What we highlighted is the bundle of 2 is actually the most popular. So we're just adding a little bit of social proof that you may actually want to take a look at this one. This may be the better option to go. And then the third bundle that we added was actually the bundle we mentioned right at the beginning. So it's a nice little callback there so people know, oh, so I know I can save 20% if I buy this with the conditioner. Oh, here's a conditioner bundle. It's right there. Our next stage is the subscription. So here, one of the big things we wanted to highlight was, well, yes, it's a one-time offer, but if you take a one-time offer, you're going to lose out on the benefits of the subscription. And we just wanted to really highlight the value of the subscription there. A lot of people have lost conversion, so that's kind of why we presented it in this, with the X's versus the check box, with the red X's versus the green check box. And then finally, the very last part is anchoring the add to cart button. This is a critical stage. This is where a lot of customers are now, this feels like the right product, but when will I get it? And is there free shipping? Those are 2 big things. So we added that information right there at that decision point. So these are the 6 different changes that we made and the rationale behind it. Now let's talk about the metrics, how to measure this, how to make sure that when you do your A/B tests, you're getting the most out of them. So with the reviews, it's going to be straightforward. Are the reviews there or not? Or you can test between internal reviews or trust badges. And then with that one, what you want to test is always your add to cart. So my philosophy when it comes to A/B testing is measure the metric that's as close to the change that you've made so that there's less noise around it. And there's a very key rule of thumb. Now, unfortunately, with something like reviews, you're probably going to take a look at your add to cart rate as your basis. But for your bundles, for example, you're going to take a look at how many times people clicked on the bundle. The first thing you're really going to measure is the number of clicks for each of those bundles. And then from there, what is the conversion rate? So you want to segment out those 2 different customer bases. Same thing with subscriptions. When you change that subscription layout, you want to see if there's a definite uptick in people selecting the subscription option. You want to measure, are people actually paying attention to that and maybe taking a part back to that. And then if maybe they're clicking on it, but then going back to the one time, then your way you presented your subscription isn't probably the best way to do it. You can revise it and then see what the follow-through is afterwards. And then, of course, when you anchor the add to cart, that's a simple, is it there, is it not there? And then what is the rate behind that? Another aspect when it comes to A/B testing and improving your conversion flow is make sure you keep it as scientific as possible. And what I mean by that is quite simple. Do one test at a time and measure the thing that you're changing. So that is the logic I'm thinking behind these particular tests. So we've taken a look at 6 different changes. We've taken a look at why we changed them. And then we're taking a look at the metrics behind it and what metrics you should measure. So if you'd like to have a second set of eyes to take a look at your product page, feel free just to click on the link in the description and I'm more than happy to help you out. If you want to understand which metric is on fire or which metric you should work on first that will drive the needle the most, I've already made a video that focuses on a framework of figuring out what metric is on fire and what are the possible things you could do about it. You can click on the link here.